Welcome back from the bench, everybody. As always, it's Eric. Today we're back with another opening. Today it is a Series 1 high box of 2022-2023. Pretty decent Young Gun class in this. Nothing too crazy. You get Beniers, you get Boldy. There's a bunch of guys in here. But yeah, we're going to open this up. This was $115 Canadian is where I get it from 401 Games. I ordered that. The extended series high box from 2021-22 that I would open up in one of my last videos. And then I also have a series 2 box from 21-22 also. So we'll turn the camera around and we'll get right into it. By this time, you would have, if you want to go back and watch them after this video too. If you enjoy card show vlogs, I should have one uploaded and ready to go on the channel by the time you guys are watching this. Going to move these around just a little bit. That's super off center. Should have one of those, and there's a preview video just about me talking about me setting up at card shows and kind of how I do my setup and everything else. If you guys want to go check that out. So lots of stuff on the channel. PSA reveals, everything else. If this is your first time coming across my channel and you're like, what does this guy do? Does he just open up boxes? Not just open boxes. I also, set up at card shows, PSA reveals, and try to talk a little bit about the hobby as a whole. So here we go. Carter Verhaeghe, Ristolainen, Barkov, Kale Clegg. Starting off with the canvas of John Merrill. Just going to move these over a little bit. That'll be good. I put them there, didn't check my screen. Didn't see how they were. Everything was all messed up right from the get-go. I decided to go with some just random guys from the last couple Series 1s. Actually don't have any Cole Caulfield or Zegras. So I threw up a Shane Pinto, which he's oddly popular. I don't know why. He just is. Lafreniere, obviously kind of a boomer bust year for him. Him kind of signing that bridge deal this year. And then a Kent Johnson, which get into it after this one. Here for the Coyotes. Jack McBain. There you go. Jack McBain is our first one. 2000, so he's not super old. One of those things you're always just looking for in this stuff. Is that Young Gun super old? Do you want the 28-year-old Young Gun? No. Do you want the 19, 20-year-old Young Gun? Yes. 23, you're pushing it at that point. January 23, yeah. So yeah, he's definitely an older Young Gun compared to some. Kent Johnson, which I sent that back to Upper Deck, which is why it's got a fancy little sticker on it. They told me it did not meet their quality control issues, even though if you look down here, I've showed this before, but might as well just... Came out of the pack like that. I opened it up on this channel. They said, no, that does not meet our quality control limits. We will not exchange that for something else. That, and I had Matthias Maselli too. That same thing. I was like, oh, perfect. Thank you. Awesome. I open up a lot of product. Most of it's all kind of messed up in one way, shape, or form. I never try to get them to replace it. Defense mechanism of Slavin. The one time I do, with an actual giant issue, they're like, no. Perfectly fine. Does not meet our quality control standards for replacement. Awesome. Great. Perfect. Nice. Oh, what a company. Chris Kreider, Nathan Bastian, Gurionov, next Young Gun for the Bruins. Is this Mark McLaughlin? It is Mark McLaughlin. So, guy that some people had pretty highly touted last year, going into the year. Mass guy, everything else, local guy essentially. Gets this shot with a big club. People thought, well, this guy could go wild. I don't even think he made the team out of camp. So yeah, it's people just, it didn't work out for him so far. I haven't really kept up with his career, but I'm pretty sure he went down to the AHL, and I'm pretty sure he didn't do a whole lot down there. So Only time will tell what happens with him. Parayko, Alex Tuck, JT Compher now over on the Detroit Red Wings. And then we got, was it Riley? Yeah. Morgan Riley in the defense mechanisms. So I'll always remember I have like a Drew Doughty, I think it is, defense mechanism that when I opened up this product, I didn't look at like, it was a first look. So I didn't look at like inserts and what the odds rate. So I was like, is this like a case hit or something? No. So I have like a Drew Doughty, I think, and like a sleeve and top loader and everything else. Drew Doughty, speaking of the guy himself. I'm going to Devin Taves on an awesome contract. Wants to get re-signed. Has talked about over the last little bit that he would like to finish his career in Colorado. But he's making $4 million a year. That guy's worth way more than $4 million. He's one of the better defensemen in the league. So, him and Cale Makar, they just lock things down. So we got JT Miller in the superstar honor roll. I don't know what to think of Vancouver. Just the whole Bo Horvat thing, paying the JT Miller. Like, they're an odd franchise. Verona, you got Gabe out till probably at least the playoffs, maybe longer, and a French variant, of TJ Oshie. Say every time I pull out TJ Oshie. That interview after his Stanley Cup, talking about his dad and stuff, that will get you in the feels every single time. Revo now with the Leafs, Dylan Larkin, Victor Hedman, Tristan Jarry, and Shane Gostisbehere in our superstar honor roll. Trying to some of the base cards are going crazy here. Everything's just falling out. It's mayhem over here at the from the bench. Jack Eichel, Clayton Keller, Connor McDavid, and center of attention, Jack Hughes. Get a premiere from Platinum of his. Off to get graded right now. Just a guy that I think is going to do really well this year. I think he's going to have a lot of hype. I think they're going to be a very exciting young team. So I like the thought of picking up a couple odd cards of him. Checklist of Boldy and Rossi. So we're looking for Boldy and Rossi, but would rather it not be in the checklist form, because that does count towards one of our young guns. So we're down to 3 young guns, and one of them was a checklist. So not what you want to see. Not with Mark McLaughlin and Jack McBean. Braden Point, Heiskanen, TJ Oshie, and debut dates of Cole Sillinger. Yeah, Cole Sillinger, the debut dates. I did like that, like this year, a lot of the inserts looked a lot better, I found, for 2022. We'll have to wait to see for Series 1 that comes out in November for 2023-24. Here we go. Vanacek, Andreas Johansson, Quinn Hughes, next young gun for the Winnipeg Jets. Jeff Malott. We get Jeffy Boy. So there we go. Jeff, I think I might need him for my master set for this. I am recording. I got 3 boxes in. 1996. Young looking guy for 1996. I am ripping all this. I've got 3 boxes in. You would have seen that extended series box if you follow the channel. Like I said, you would have seen that already open. Opening this, and then I'm opening the series 2. Once again, setting up at the card show, or would have set up at the card show when you guys are watching this. So I'm trying to, I like to open this stuff ahead of the card show just in case I pull anything big. We got a Protas in the gold, so a little bit harder hit. These aren't numbered or anything like that. But the gold parallel. Ooh, so gold. It's a little bit of a harder hit for that gold parallel. I just wouldn't want to pull like a Boldy exclusive or something and then not have it at the show. So might as well open it now. We got a Portraits. Sid. I got a out of 99 of that. Same one. Off at grading right now too. Off at PSA. Some of those, you get numbered inserts and stuff of guys like that. It's in good shape. I like to grade them. So Justin Falk. We got a black and white canvas that's coming up here. Yep. Brent Burns. He's also in that submission, but it was his young gun. Brent Burns. Super low pop on his young gun. Super low. Like talking like under 100 total at PSA. Now obviously Beckett was, the big one that was probably for grading when he first came out. But still, like, it is super low. I talked about it in my grading preview video for my latest PSA submission, and like super, super low. His PSA 10 goes for like $1,000. It's wild. Dylan Strome. And there we go. Trevor Zegras. I don't know when this is if it's come out by now, but the news was that they were looking to pay him like $3.5 to $4 million a year. Now maybe by the time this comes out, I'm assuming this will probably come out probably Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever you guys are watching this. But I'm recording this on the Friday, the 22nd of September. They were talking about paying him, like I said, pretty much nothing. So see what happens there. Next young gun up, it is for the Golden Knights. Caden Korzak. You're young, aren't you? Yeah, 2001, a January boy. 2001. So a little bit younger young gun. That's what you want to see. Not everyone has to be, 50 years old. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're running into the dog days of this here. We need a pull. We need a pull to make up for this $115 box. Because right now, I think that last extended series box, I think that might have us beat. Especially definitely for ROI. Texier, Jesper Fast, Gallagher, another center of attention, JT Miller. It's going to typical upper deck fashion. You hit one insert of a guy, chances are you're going to hit a second insert of that same guy. So hitting 2 JT Millers, not really a surprise here. We got Chandler Stevenson. Next young gun. It is for the Kings. Brant Clark. Nope. Former Moncton Wildcat, Jordan Spence. I think Brant Clark's next series too. There you go. Hoping he can get a little bit of a shot this year. He's played well when he got called up. I don't know. I've always obviously he's a local guy. He's from Australia, but he lived in PEI when he got drafted to the Q. Just a good kid. Played well in Moncton. Really enjoyed him. Just calm, cool, collected with the puck. Everything else. So it'd be nice to see if he can get a full-time role in the NHL. Matthias Ekholm, Carter, Johnny Hockey, and Cole Caulfield in the retrospective. See what comes of him this year. A lot of hype and a lot of money behind Cole Caulfield. That kid is all of the money behind him. So Jacob Trouba, we got another canvas here. Kyle Poso. Now I'm looking at that. It's kind of weird that the canvas cards were so split up. Usually a lot of times the canvas cards are all like together. You'll get like 3 or 4 of them like on the same row. But must have come off the printing press a little bit weird. Who knows? Sonny Milano, another canvas here. Once again, kind of bunch them up in waves. Pierre-Luc Dubois, the sweet jersey. Now, lining the third line for the Kings. They might have the best top 9 in the NHL. A lot of big guys, too. Just a lot of size. So, see what we get here. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it always, every time. Like I said, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. Been posting a little more on there lately. Stuff on my story and like previews for like this stuff coming in, everything else. Yeah, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoy the last couple of videos. And there we go. We got Sid to finish it off. So Sidney Crosby's canvas. Well, Sid waving to the crowd. So that is the box opening. Definitely one of the lower and slower ones. Jordan Spence, Korzak, and Malott. Yeah, that is a rough box. Hopefully, like I said, our extended series wasn't terrible. It was half decent. Get the series 2 beside me, which that draft class has definitely fallen off over the last little bit. But hopefully we can hit something good in that. Like I said, hit that like, hit that subscribe. When you guys are watching this, I will be going to another card show. This one will be in Halifax this coming weekend. I'll put up the poster here beside me. You guys can go check that out. Good show. It's a big event. Walkways are big, so they're not all jammed in anywheres. I think it's like 170 tables, something like that. Like it's a lot of tables. I got the floor plan. I am front row center as soon as you walk in those big doors. So hopefully you guys come see me, come say hi for that. And for Eric from the bench, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye guys.